What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'm doing race 6 for the 2023 Bank of America Roval 400. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series headed to the Charlotte Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway on the road course configuration. The last time the Cup Series raced here at the Charlotte Roval, we saw Roval clutch up and get, I believe, his second victory of the 2022 season. He's looking to win his second race of the 2023 season this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. This also, of course, is a cutoff race set to get into the round of 8 as well. So 8 drivers are going to be fighting for playoff spots after this week, and 4 drivers are going to be going home after the week. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is actually looking really promising and great. It's going to be 66 degrees a high with 43 degrees as a low right now, a 0% chance of rain with sunny skies. Going to be a little chilly in the morning when you're headed out to the racetrack, but by the end of the day, it's going to be kind of nice. Make sure to bring a light jacket out to the racetrack and be prepared for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff standings going into the final race of the round of 12. So William Byron and Ryan Blaney, of course, are locked into the next round. William Byron, of course, after winning at Texas, and Ryan Blaney after winning at Talladega. Denny Hamlin is 50 points above the cutoff line. Bell is 22 above. Chris Buescher is 19 points above. Mark Truex Jr. 17 above. Kyle Larson's 15 above. And Brad Keselowski is 2 above. Tyler Reddick is 2 points below. Bubba Wallace is 9 points below. Ross Chastain is 10 points below. And Kyle Busch, I believe, is 26 or 36 points below. Kyle Busch is in a must-win situation going into the round, and everyone else so can make it in on points going into this race. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work on the channel. Usually, for the Cup Series, I do 2 drivers to suck, 2 drivers underdogs, and a winner's pick. For this week, I'm doing 3 drivers that I think are going to struggle throughout the week, so 3 suck picks. I'm doing 3 underdog picks as well. 3 drivers I expect to run really, really good or need a good run this weekend. And I do the winner's pick, the driver who I think is going to win the race overall. And for this week, I'm doing 6 drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. So now let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the Bank of America Roval 400? My first suck pick for this weekend at the Bank of America Roval 400 is the driver of the 4 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick. It has not been a very good week for Kevin Harvick. Obviously, Kevin Harvick was in a great position to win at Talladega. Unfortunately, he was disqualified after the race about 2 hours after the race had concluded. And Kevin Harvick, I feel like, is not going to have a lot of good momentum for the rest of the year. On top of that as well, Kevin Harvick has not been fast at the road courses the last few years, and Stewart-Haas Racing has struggled on the road courses in 2023. So therefore, I sadly believe that Kevin Harvick will not have a good run. I think he's going to finish outside the top 25 this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. My second suck pick for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is the driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Martin Truex Jr. Now that one's going to shock a lot of people because Martin Truex Jr. has won a road course race in 2023. That, of course, coming at Sonoma. But Martin Truex Jr. historically has been hit or miss at the Charlotte Roval throughout his NASCAR Cup Series career. On top of that as well, Martin Truex Jr. is on a streak of having 6 finishes outside the top 15, which is the longest streak of his career since he drove for MWR in 2011. And he doesn't have a lot of momentum right now. This team is just off their game. And sadly, I think Martin Truex Jr. is going to be in danger of missing the next round. I don't think Martin Truex Jr. is going to have a good run this weekend at the Roval, unfortunately. And my third and final suck pick for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is the driver of the 6 car for RFK Racing, Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski has not been good on road courses, really, I think, for the last 2 or 3 years. And I don't really trust Brad Keselowski at the moment. I think Keselowski's been good at times this year. He's also struggled at times, but definitely has been better than we thought he was going to be in 2023. That being said, like I said, Keselowski did get a top 20 at Watkins Glen, but I'm not expecting Brad Keselowski to have a good run. I think he sadly will struggle this weekend at the Charlotte Roval and kind of finish outside the top 20. And sadly, I think he's going to get eliminated and not make it to the round of 8. And now we'll go ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the Bank of America Roval 400. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 23 car for 2311 Racing, Bubba Wallace. Now, a lot of people are probably surprised I'm picking Bubba Wallace as an underdog pick, but hear me out why I'm picking him as one of my underdog picks. Number 1, Bubba Wallace finished 7th the last time we ran here at the Charlotte Roval. And number 2, Bubba Wallace has actually been getting better at road courses throughout 2023. and has finished in the top 20 the last 2 races on road courses, and he had a top 10 car at Watkins Glen International Raceway. So I think Bubba Wallace actually will be contending for a top 10. I think having Tyler Reddick there has really helped Bubba Wallace out quite a bit. I think that's going to benefit Bubba, and I think he'll contend for a top 10 this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. My second underdog pick for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 54 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs has been very fast on road courses in 2023. They haven't been able to complete the deal, but he had a really strong run at Watkins Glen, running in the top 5 pretty much all day long. And I think Ty Gibbs will have a really good chance to maybe even surprise and win this weekend. He's been getting closer and closer to winning on a week-by-week basis, and I do believe that Ty Gibbs will have a great chance and opportunity to contend, at least for a good run. I think Ty Gibbs will be pretty fast this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. And my third and final underdog pick for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver 16 car for College Racing, AJ Allmendinger. Now, AJ Allmendinger, normally I'd probably put in as basically as a driver you need to watch out for, but College Racing this year has been a little bit off compared to 2022 and 2021 on the road courses. While I do think AJ will have some pretty good speed, there's always been something that also tends to go wrong for this team. That being said, with how good AJ has been at the Roval in the Xfinity Series, I think that's really going to help AJ out quite a bit. I think he will have a pretty solid and strong run this weekend at the Charlotte Roval, and I think he'll contend for a top 5 and a top 10 for sure this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. And now we'll go ahead and jump on to the winner's pick for the Bank of America Roval 400. Who is my winner's pick? This one was really, really difficult to predict. There was 4 or 5 guys I was really close to picking for this weekend. But the driver I'm picking to win this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a former winner at this track. I'm picking the driver of the 5 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Larson, to pick up his 4th victory of the 2023 season and pick up a 2nd win at the Charlotte Roval. Kyle Larson historically has been a very, very solid and great road course racer. And remember, in 2018, he had the dominant car in that race, and in 2021, he was the winner of that race. I believe that Kyle Larson and this 5 team have been the fastest team, or really close to being the fastest team in the playoffs so far this year. And I think that this 5 team has a ton of momentum currently at the moment. They did finish in the top 20 at a super speed, which isn't bad, all things considered. I think Larson's not going to worry about stage wins, as I think he's going to get it done this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on to the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. Who should you watch out for? The first driver to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 24 car for Hendrick Motorsports, William Byron. William Byron this year in 2023 has been very strong at road courses. He won at Watkins Glen and had one of the best cars at Circuit of the Americas as well, and was coming through the field at the Indy road course. We had to start at the rear and was one of the few cars that really could pass throughout the entire day. I think William Byron is going to be fast. He's looking to win his 7th race of the 2023 season. There's a chance that could happen this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. I think he'll have some good speed. My second driver to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 45 car for 2311 Racing, Tyler Reddick. I almost picked Tyler Reddick for this weekend because Tyler Reddick has been one of the best road course drivers in the next-gen era. And I believe the 2311 Racing is going to do whatever it takes to make sure Tyler Reddick gets the stage points he needs, but also does contend for the victory because Tyler Reddick currently is below the cutoff line. Luckily for him, we know how strong he's been at road courses, and I think Reddick will have a really good chance and opportunity to potentially pick up win number 3 of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 9 car for Hendrick Motorsports, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott has won at this track twice back in 2019 and 2020 as well. And Chase Elliott is a very good road course racer, and he's been getting faster throughout the 2023 season. I think Chase Elliott is going to have a really good chance to win. Hendrick overall, I think, is going to be really fast here at the Roval, and I think Chase Elliott will have a great chance to potentially pick up his first win of 2023 this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. The fourth driver to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver 17 car for RFK Racing, Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher has only finished once outside the top 10 on road courses, and he, of course, has been pretty good at road courses throughout his NASCAR Cup Series career, especially since getting to RFK Racing. I think Chris Buescher has a really good chance to win. He's in a really good position in the point standings, and I think he doesn't have to worry about points this weekend. I think he's going to be a threat to go out and win the race. So I expect Chris Buescher to be up front and be a contender for the victory. The fifth driver to watch out for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval is a driver of the 8 car for RCR, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, of course, is in a must-win situation going into this weekend. Luckily for him, I think he's going to have a really good chance to get it done because Kyle Busch has been very strong on road courses this year. He has finished in the top 5 in 3 or 4 of those road course races this year. He had a car that could have won the Indy Oval, but it lost his cylinder throughout the race. And then, of course, at Watkins Glen, they kind of struggled just a little bit. But I do believe that Kyle Busch and RCR are going to put a lot of eggs in the basket to try to help Kyle Busch out. And I think he'll have some great speed this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. And the 6th and final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at the Roval is the driver 34 car for Front Row Motorsports, Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell historically is a fantastic road course racer and has been really fast at road courses in 2023. He, of course, won the Indy Road Course earlier this year, and he had a really good chance to win at Watkins Glen before Let's Groceries and engine issues came into play, and he also got a speeding penalty that affected him. I believe that Front Row is going to give him a good car, and he'll have a chance to win, maybe his second race of 2023. So, those are my race picks for the Bank of America Roval 400. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski. My underdog picks are Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger. My winner's pick is Kyle Larson. And the drivers to watch out for are William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, and Michael McDowell. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be it for the Race 6 video for the 2023 Bank of America Roval 400 at the Charlotte Roval. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below of that, and comment your picks below for this weekend at the Charlotte Roval. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, and let me know your winner's pick, and let me know drivers you're watching out for this weekend at the Roval. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Later this morning, there should be a video coming out talking about AM Racing and what their plans are for 2024. Then we'll also more than likely tomorrow have a NASCAR news video. And then on Saturday, we will have the Xfinity Series race view from the Roval. And then on Sunday, of course, we'll have the NASCAR Cup Series race view for the Charlotte Roval as we get closer to the end of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series season. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.